How's it going, everyone? Hope you're all well and looking after yourselves. Mr. Bowler back with a quick kind of what's been spinning video this week. There's not loads to show here. I've been listening to more stuff, but a lot of that's new stuff, and I want to obviously save that for some vinyl and CD updates. So I'm just going to quickly go through some of the stuff that's been spinning on the turntable and in the CD player in the car, or playing on the iPod while I'm at work. It's going to start off with some glam metal stroke hard rock, more hard rock really. The first Trickster album, which came out in 1990. Trickster, one of those bands kind of late to the whole hard rock party. Not a bad album, this is pretty good. I'm pretty new to these guys. I've known about them for years, but only got around to picking up the stuff in the last couple of years. A good album, not a brilliant album, but it's definitely stuff there that I enjoy. I've said this about this album before. This is about as close to pop music as metal ever got. Turn down the guitars and turn up some synths in the mix. And it's pretty much could have been a pop record. But it's definitely by a hard rock band, but it's just very, very overproduced. That's the main criticism I have of this album. It's a bit too polished. But still some good stuff on here that you can enjoy. The opening track, Line of Fire, is superb. Heart of Steel's great. 1 in a Million, probably my favourite song on this album. Very, very commercial, but very, very good. Surrender's pretty cool. Only Young Once. Bad Girl, another brilliant song. Always a Victim, Play Rough, stuff like that. OG Press from back in 1990. There's the CD and the lads there. Good stuff. Not brilliant, but very, very good if you're into the old hard rock glam scene and you're not familiar with this one. Worth picking up if you can get it cheap. I wouldn't pay loads for it personally, but still not bad at all. That's their Trickster's self-titled debut from 1990. Continuing with the theme of hard rock glam metal, this is Firehouse and Hold Your Fire from 1992. This came out in June 1992. Now, as we all know, grunge had well and truly taken over, and bands like this were getting bounced from labels left, right, and centre. But this is a fantastic album. Probably one of the last really, really good albums to come from the whole glam metal hard rock scene before it fell off the face of the earth in the early 90s. I'm pretty new to Firehouse, much like Trickster. This is a fantastic album. Did my homework earlier. This can actually go on to sell over 500,000 copies. So they did well considering grunge was around by this time this came out. The Trickster album I just showed as well, that also did over 500,000 copies. So they still sold well. But along with that Trickster album, if these records had come out in 86, 87, they probably would have sold millions more. But good stuff on this. There's some great songs. It's brilliantly produced as well. The sound's fantastic. Reach for the Sky, the opener's a brilliant song. Rock You Tonight's great. Sleeping With You's really good. When I Look Into Your Eyes, it's okay, but it's your standard sort of sappy pop power ballad, really. But still okay. Get in Touch, Hold Your Fire. Talk of the Town's brilliant as well. Life in the Real World. Yeah, for hard rock that came out in 92, this still sold really well, and it's a very good album. Again, if you're into that kind of scene, I'd recommend picking this one up over the Trickster album. Trickster album's good, but this one is even better. Really, really good stuff. These guys would have gone to be massive if they'd have been around a few years earlier. But that's their second album, Hold Your Fire from 1992. Firehouse, fantastic stuff. Well worth picking up. On a bit more of a 90s tip, this is Reef. This is a rock band from here in the UK, but they definitely dipped their toes heavily into in later on in their career, the blues, but there's quite a lot of funk in this. You might be familiar with Reef because they had a massive hit single around about 1997 called Place Your Hands. This is their debut from 95. Gary Stringer, great vocals. Jack Besson on bass, Kenwyn House on guitar. Fantastic guitar player. The tone he gets on this album is just brilliant. I absolutely love the guitar tone on this. and Dominic Goldsmith, I think, on drums. Good album. This has got some stuff in it I really enjoy. Here we go. Feed Me's good. Naked, the second song, was the first Reef song I ever heard. Fantastic stuff. Love the guitar riff in that, and the tone. The guitar is just fantastic. Good Feelings, a great song. Mellow's good. Replenish, Choose to Live, Comfort, stuff like that. The debut, I really do quite enjoy this one. But the follow-up, and this one did blow up, Glow from 1997 is even better. Yeah, if you're from the UK and you're a similar age to me, you'll remember back in the 90s, Britpop was absolutely huge. Bands like Oasis and Blur were absolutely dominating. And these guys managed to cross over into those sort of crowds. Reef were not a Britpop band at all, but this was sort of accessible hard rock from here in the UK, and they were playing on a lot of the same sort of bills as the Britpop bands, but not a Britpop band at all. This has the Place Your Hand song that you might know. It's okay, I don't mind it. It's a bit bloody overplayed though. But some fantastic stuff on this. This is definitely an improvement on their debut. I Would Have Left You is a great song. Gary Stringer's vocals are fantastic on that. Summer's in Bloom, again, Gary Stringer's vocals, amazing. Don't You Like It is really, really good. Come Back Bright, that was another big single. Very, very good stuff. I'm Not Scared and Your Old Lullaby. Brilliant album. I got this for £1 in Poundland, an absolute bargain. A brilliant hard rock, blues rock record from here in the UK from 97, I think it is, off the top of my head. It's a very good listen, a good band. Don't get the recognition they deserve as far as I'm concerned. They're back together now. Saw them a few years ago down in London with the Wild Hearts and Terror Vision. They've still got it now. The new stuff's a lot more bluesier. This is a bit more sort of on the funkier side. Brilliant stuff. Reef's Glow from 97. A fantastic album, especially when you can pick up for a whole £1. On to some records now. Guns N' Roses and Guns N' Roses Lies, or G&R Lies, or Lies as it's also just called. Gave this a listen the other day for the first time in ages. This was a stopgap release between after their huge selling debut album, Appetite for Destruction, before they did the Use Your Illusion albums. Not a bad pickup at all. This is an original press, so I won't get the inner sleeve out because it's got the boobies on it, which was later banned. The side A is a live EP that was released a while back. Mama Kin, which is a good song, an Aerosmith cover. Reckless Life. Nice Boys Play Rock and Roll, I think. But it's good stuff. Yeah, kind of a look into the raw sort of live show that Guns N' Roses were doing back before they were really big. And then side B, some acoustic stuff that they did in a few sessions. Patience, that was a massive hit single. An acoustic version of You're Crazy, which was on the Appetite for Destruction. And Used to Love Her on this as well, another great song. Not bad at all. Really glad to pick this up when I did. A nice original press. I'm not going to lie, as far as I'm concerned, with Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction is the only thing that you really need. But as a big fan, I'm glad to have this in my collection, of course. Yeah, nice little stopgap release. Some good stuff on this. Yeah, not a bad release whatsoever. Up next, it's AC/DC's Black Ice. This came out in 2009, if my memory's right. Not much to show on the back there, so I don't want to fucking showing it. Yeah, not a bad album, this. I mean, to be honest, AC/DC, you know what you're going to get. Here's the middle, the gatefold. Some nice printed inners here on both LPs. Good stuff on this. Yeah, you know, when you put AC/DC on, you want AC/DC, don't you? You don't want them trying to sound like 9 Inch Nails or anything like that. Doesn't blow you away in the slightest, but it's still a good album. There's good stuff on this, like Rock and Roll Train. That's the first track. Absolutely love that song. War Machine's fantastic, slow spoiling for a fight. Big Jack, anything goes. The first half is really good. The second half's a bit more patchy. But like I say, AC/DC, you know what you're going to get. Their last album, Power Up, for me is the best thing they've done for a long time. This has got plenty of good stuff on, but it's got some filler on it as well. But a good album nonetheless. So you can see the track list on the back, but it's not in very good print, especially for someone with my eyesight. Yeah, She Likes Rock and Roll's really good as well. Rock and Roll Dream, the title track, Black Ice. Not a bad album at all. AC/DC's Black Ice, yeah, gave that a spin this week for the first time in quite a while. Something a bit heavier now. Decapited's Blood Mantra. Yeah, that is the right title. A good album. I am of the opinion of most Decapitated fans though, and that is that their first 4 albums is definitely their best stuff. When they were full on death metal. Their latter stuff, there's still a lot of death metal in there, but there's quite a bit of groove in there as well. So this is a lot more sort of commercial sounding as far as this kind of band can go. Good stuff on it though. Yeah, the earlier stuff's definitely better, but still some good stuff on display here. Vogue, of course, the only original member left. He's actually a member of Machine Head as well now. Nice splatter. Not always a fan of splatter vinyl, but I do like this one. Some really good songs on this. Exiled of Flesh, the opening track's fantastic. The Blasphemy Psalm to the Dummy God Creation. What a title that is. Veins, Blood Mantra, and Nest. Side A's pretty cool. Well, very good, I should say. Instinct starts off side B. There's a fantastic breakdown in that track. Blindness, Red Sun. It's a good album. Like I say, it's not their best. Their earlier stuff is their best, but that's usually the case with most bands, let's face it. Yeah, laying off a little bit on the death metal on their later releases. A lot more groove in there, a little bit more commercial sounding, but still brutal stuff. Very, very good. An album that I listened to this week and actually forgot how good it was. Yeah, not as good as the earlier stuff, but still good stuff. And I was glad when these got reissued because they're OGs of these are bloody hard to come by and cost a lot of money, funnily enough. And last up today, an absolute beastly comeback album, which came out, I think it was in 2018. Brilliant stuff. This is some of the most brutal stuff in my collection, actually. It's Immortal and Northern Chaos Gods. Like I say, I think it came out in 2018. Now, I wasn't even aware that Immortal were back together. Obviously, Abbott left and went to do his solo career, and I thought they were done. I remember coming home from work one day a few years ago, and all of a sudden, in my YouTube subscriptions, there was a new video posted by Nuclear Blast channel, because this is out on Nuclear Blast, of the title track for this album. Gave it a listen. Completely fucking blew me away. An absolutely outstanding song. The title track of this, Northern Chaos Gods, is just one of the most brutal metal songs you will ever hear. Demon Az comes in to take over on vocals now that Ablett's not around. He's playing the guitar on this. He was, of course, a member of them years ago. I think might have wrote all the lyrics actually. And Hog on the drums, fucking hell, unbelievable drumming on this. The blast beats on this on that song, and the kick drums, just insane. It's just a workout just listening to him playing this song. The title track, yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal, and there's loads of other great stuff here. Into Battle Ride is great. Grim and Dark's fantastic. Cool to Ice, Blacker of Worlds. If you haven't got this for some reason, if you didn't listen to this because Abbott's not on it, then I cannot recommend enough that you just go out and listen to it immediately, because you will be blown away. I didn't think this was going to be as good as it was, and it completely exceeded my expectations. Fantastic, brutal, nasty black metal from Immortal, Northern Chaos Gods from 2018. Yeah, that's right. It's just black vinyl. Is this a gatefold? It is a gatefold, yeah. There's the lyrics there. Nice inner there with Demonaz looking badass, and Hawk. Just the two of them on this album, and how two people could make such a brilliant album. You know, it's just absolutely relentless with its ferociousness. It's well and truly worth getting. Like I say, if you're not listening to it for some reason because you think no ABBA, no Immortal, not the case. I was talking with can't get that bloody back in. Talking with Gordon from the Black and Hymns channel about this the other day, and he absolutely loves this. He's not a fan of ABBA's vocals, so this is his go-to Immortal album, and it's a brilliant album. Crushingly brutal black metal from Immortal. Northern Chaos Gods, brilliant stuff. Go and check it out if you haven't already. That's it for today, guys. Cheers for stopping by. I tried not to go on for too long because I want to catch the second half of the Holland-Ukraine game. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Thanks to everyone who subscribed. Picked up some new subs, really, to thank you if you have recently subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, please do, because it's very much appreciated. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know about what you think about all these albums, and let me know what you've been listening to recently. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you very much. I'll catch up with you next time, and look after yourselves and take care. See you soon. Bye.